This is the lower bracket semi-final. OrcWorker was defeated by Fly 2-0 and Czech. It was quite an upset that he lost to Soin 2-1, but it's redemption time for both of them. OrcWorker finally wants to win his first map at GCS competition. It's his second arrival here in Shanghai. Last time he was eliminated 0-4 in the group stage. Will this happen again? It would be really hard for the Belarusian. We had high hopes for him, but so far he couldn't underline that in this very bracket that you see here. The winner will face Soin, who just got knocked down to the lower bracket. But what a disappointment it would be for Czech to lose 4th place here. Yeah. And again, maybe it would start like a dwindling Korean scene with one being... Okay, one will be eliminated for sure, but I don't think they expect to be defeated in the lower bracket semis.
Yeah, I hope, well, at least one makes it to the playoffs this time. Last time, remember, not a single one. That was kind of a debacle for Korea. Yeah, OrcWorker, man, his games, his performances, it's almost like heartbreaking to me. I know he can do so much better, but he just can't translate this to offline performances. Once he was able to, once. At WCA against Infi, where he won with 2-0 back then. But here in the GCS studios, it just doesn't seem to be working for him. Maybe finally now he has gotten used to it, but we thought so before. Didn't quite work out. Here we have the two.
The odds are once again stacked against OrcWorker. His matchup versus Nightov is quite good, even if the stats don't say so. But look at this. 0-1 maps against Czech in online or in competition in general. It's 4-0 in maps. It's 2-0 in seriouses. And Farsight predicts a 60% win for Czech as well. Czech is the big favorite here, being so experienced in tournaments in general. And having quite a good matchup versus Orc as it seems. 58%. This is rather good. And we start into map number 1 of Czech versus OrcWorker. The loser will be out. The winner will face Soin. Off we go.
All right. On LR, we earlier saw Czech playing a very good game. That is one of the better Nightov maps, though, certainly. Some Nightofs also like AZ here. You get a quick and easy level 2 Demon Hunter, cannot be punished. And maybe even get to level 3 fairly quick. But in the late game, can be very rough here. Wherever you look, there is open space. Easy territory for the Raiders to find their good engagement, to find the connection towards the Talons. Very hard here to get a good fighting position as the Nightov.
That's true. Rewind made it work in the little chokes in the trees. I would like to show it to you, but it's kind of like here where the mouse is now. But that's very rare that you have the opportunity to fight there. Usually you're either here where it's open space or here where it's a lot of open space, or you push into bases, of course, where you can make it work as well. I think Czech wants to end this quick again because, as you said, he didn't sleep too much this night. And yeah, maybe he wants to have this day a little shorter. But OrcWorker is one of the best guys to defend this tier 2 push with good bouncers in front of his building. So it's very rare that his opponents drop the Quill Beast or Wisp or whatever into his base and cancel the Beastery and Lodge. And if Czech is overconfident there, then I can definitely see OrcWorker with chances here.
Yeah, that's true. OrcWorker is really strong at defending that. That being said, though, Czech did opt to go for that once against Soin. He didn't go for the staff cancellation shenanigans like especially Foggy loves to do. Also played a little more safe, I guess, with a 2 Moonwell tech, not pushing the envelope too much. And here we go. Sound should be available again. And we head into our first map. Agent of War Creep will be happening first, obviously. And the items to be picked up early here can make a big difference, especially in the early game.
Yeah, we saw it with Fly. Close of attack on the Demon Hunter, really good. Also, Circlet, really good. But that goes for both sides. Both first heroes will be agility-based heroes, so they profit from the same items there and become big damage dealers later on. For the Demon Hunter, he also becomes quite a tank later on with Evasion, his passive spell. So Circlets would also be very nice for him. One Burrow tech, I think, is pretty much guaranteed for OrcWorker. Well, let's see how Jack will punish this. This Engine of War will creep the Renegade at the laboratory, and this little ones here, that's level 2 almost for the Demon Hunter. You can't really punish that. As you see, the hero in production is the Demon Hunter, and the Blade Master Barracks still waiting for it. Also no Voodoo Lounge yet. And again, we have this HP bar bug, man.
Oh,
second time.
Sorry guys, that sometimes happens. Not too much we can do, but
it's a good position though, it's in the middle.
You can live with it. Yeah. So, is Jack gonna go for the 2 Moonwell again? Yes, he is. Seems like it's really almost only Foggy who goes for the 1 Moonwell. Jack here being sticking to his old school roots, I guess you could say.
Yeah, as Nick has said, not much influenced by newer strategies. He tried a bit, but that was last year in the fall. Where what did he play? Mass Archers against Undead once, which I think was really cool and worked out tremendously well. But those days are over. He doesn't kill the Renegade with a lightning shield. Creeping goes well, not perfectly, I guess, but almost. And it's a Gloves of Haste for him. OrcWorker on the other side. A little later with his Renegade, of course. He doesn't have an Engine of War to work with, but this will not determine the end of the game there. And for him, Ring of Protection. Unbelievable.
Damn. He is seriously unlucky today. My goodness. It's only the first items. This may still change. Keeping the ring for now. It's going to be a little more damage mitigation for him. Already up at 7 armor. Going to get the Circlet as well. And the Dust. And returns back home as he sees the Demon Hunter moving over and being aggressive right in his face. Tier 2. Tech-wise, the Orc is a bit ahead, maybe, what is that, 15 seconds perhaps, not too much. And yeah, the Demon's over here, keeping his main base safe as Moonwells are coming up. He's gonna finish the wall off soon here, and ideally he would even like to be able to creep with the Ancient of War and the Archer, but she's actually standing up here.
Yeah, the Ancient of War is pretty hurt, so he has to eat a few trees to get back to full health. OrcWorker not doing too much with his Blade Master at the moment, trying to hunt some archers, that doesn't work. And the Demon Hunter, will he spot him? Whoa. That was quite lucky that he walks there. Of course he is expecting OrcWorker to be there, as this is one of the natural spots that you go for after the initial laboratory creep. Burrow 2 and 3.
He has good eyes out on the map. 1 Wisp in the bottom right, 1 towards the Orc base, 1 Archer at the top, another Wisp to the Ancient of War, next to his main. So he has a pretty good idea of what OrcWorker is doing, but now he evades his grasp and he will find a Mantle of Intelligence. Better than the Cloak at least, for OrcWorker here finally, and Slippers for Jack.
Yeah, he found that before, I think. So it's the Gauntlets here.
Ah.
And he gets the Wisp. Ah, no, not really. Just level 2 Blade Master here, though. Critical Strike is online. Demon Hunter with Evasion, but he's quite out-creeping him there. With level 2.5, Demon Hunter already. Boots of Speed even bought. That kind of fell out of the meta game, but it seems like there's a renaissance for boots at the moment, especially on offline tournaments.
And I think it has to do with the building coming up next to the lab at the Night of Space, and that's a Hunter's Hall. Where once again, gonna go into Dryads here. And I
That's
wonder...
really interesting. On AZ, that is super unusual. The thing is, OrcWorker has to scout it. Otherwise, he's going for a TC and Shockwave. I mean, most likely Aura first, but... a TC Shockwave versus Dryad is completely useless.
Soin made it work, though, earlier today. He went for the TC and the Shockwave and still managed to win that game with a double Bestiary transition. The Orc base here for the Belarusian. We have Lodge and Bestiary and the second hero not yet selected. There we go. It is gonna be the TC.
Okay, didn't scout it there. 2 grunts only to work with in the Engine of War, and the Demon Hunter start this Taskmaster. So nice spot there. Blade Master can't really attack, and so the experience goes towards him as well as the Well of Illusion, which is a great item to work with to fake some Ant Snares, I guess, or land some Ant Snares on fake units. Engine of War is down though, so he can't help creep the Natural, which is a nice touch for OrcWorker, and a bit of extra experience.
And with the boots here, he may even be able to get this grunt, but most likely not. He's taking quite a bit of damage here. Oh, is he? Is he? Neo Boots of Speed. What an item.
I heard it's a good item, man. Reveal being used. Can he get the counter kill? No, check with good micro. Saves the Archer there. And still, this is a surprise building for OrcWorker. He does not think of Ancients of Lore, and he didn't scout it yet. Keeper of the Grove as a second hero for Entangle works really well against Raiders. You have to pick up the first Raider ideally to slow down. This slows down the Orc so much if you kill the first one.
Yeah. But with the Spirit Link, it's not going to be too easy to do, and I think the first Walker should be out here in a moment. Yep, shortly after the first Raider. Now TC is going to start solo creeping. The Blade Master's out on the prowl. No mana for Windwalk at the moment. Oh, if he gets Banner burned and Entangle surrounded, this could be a quick GG. But at the moment, the Night Elf has barely any units. Looking towards the Merc camp, perhaps expecting OrcWorker there, but no, he is not. Oh, he's coming in though. For the Jack, and now he sees it. Now he has seen the Keeper of the Grove. The jig is up, and the Raider, as you say, is the prime target. Can he take him out? I think so. Nice blocking actually by OrcWorker. Oh, the second Entangle though will seal the fate of the Raider.
Yeah, that was quite costly, but that was definitely worth it. Staffs out the Demon Hunter to save him. And yeah, that Raider being gone is so much time on Jack's clock that he spends for a tier 3 tech, so we will see bears and dryads, not only mass dryads.
Yes,
which is super rare.
Absolutely. Coming in once again for some more harassment. He has another Entangle. What's he going to use it on? Is he going to go for the Blade Master here? Scroll of Speed on the Orc side. I don't think he has Abolish yet.
Didn't get the item as well. The next Entangle's coming in. So much control in Jack's army with the slow and the Entangle. He's trying to get a hero focus out, but everything is already orange and red for the Belarusian, and the next Entangle lands. So much mana to work with on the Keeper of the Grove. Gets the second kill there. And another bash. Is he lucky? No. Spirit Walker gets away.
That would have been a little too much with another bash there. But it is 2 grunts killed for free.
Yeah. And he got the item. Jack got the item there.
Yeah. One of Illusion. Once again. Who is looking rough for OrcWorkers. 37 supply only. 39 for Czech, who is getting closer to tier 3. And no second bestiary, as the Koreans like to do against the style. Only Raiders from 1. Big creep. Oh, I thought he was gonna steal it there, but it goes towards the Orc.
Okay, one Raider is back. There's no mana on the Keeper of the Grove, I think, but he has to retreat once again since everything is still, especially the Blade Master, is forced to buy a potion of healing. Mass focus on him, Entangle works, so this potion has to be used already. The Walkers don't do any damage at all. They are in the ethereal form. A few Ensnares are coming in, but the Raiders, they don't do enough damage. Right clicks from the Torrent Chieftain also not working. He gets one Dryad. Blade Master's back in this fight. This could maybe turn the tides, but the Entangle is working flawlessly for Jack. Here comes the stun for the heroes, but what's it worth?
At least the Raider got one Ensnare out, but
Blade Master!
Can he make it to the shop? Mana Burn kills him! He had the potion in the inventory, but not the time to use it. And with the first hero, that is this GG already. The Dryad push seems to be so strong right now. So and deflected it easily. But OrcWorker is struggling hard, losing the next grunt, his last grunt.
Can't get the surround of the Keeper of the Grove. That might have been the kill, but no way in hell. The next Entangle lands on the Torrent Chieftain. He's forced into another potion here too. That's 150 gold that is gone. And he's so hardly stuck. He's diving in with a Demon Hunter thinking, okay, I'm so strong, you don't have anything to work with. I can do whatever I want here.
The Blade Master isn't being even resummoned from the altar. Did he forget about it? He has the money for it now. He was level 2. There we go. It's gonna take a while. The shop's gonna be gone. Does he have space somewhere in the back to remake the shop? No, he doesn't. Maybe next to the bestiary, but I don't think so. And the shop is gone. One heal salve only left. And now how does he get out of his base?
Entangle again. As soon as he has an Entangle, a unit dies. Jesus. And that was crazy strong by Czech again. OrcWorker again without a chance.
Heartbreaking, honestly. I said it earlier. This is not the OrcWorker of the qualifier. Not in the slightest.
You're right. And there we see Czech. Only 9 minutes and 55 seconds this map took.
It just looked way too easy.
Yeah.
Get a grunt early, Dryads, get another grunt, kill another grunt, and then there's just not enough left in the tank for OrcWorker.
I'm completely surprised by this Dryad play, I think. When do you ever see this? It's so rare. The early game again with a few bad items there, I think. But that was definitely not key to his loss now. It was just great Keeper of the Grove play, great control, perfect usage of slow and Entangle. That's harsh. And OrcWorker now 0-7 at GCS.
I really hope he doesn't make it to 0-8, man. That's just brutal.
It is. But it's his map now. It's AI. He wants to go for that. No TM, no TR. We don't know the bans, actually. That would be nice to know, but... Okay, AI, once again, a bit of open space. But also the opportunity to play Keeper again, I think.
Yeah. Thinking about it. Of course, creeping the red camp, though, with only Dryads. Well, I guess with his strat, he didn't really creep too much, did he?
No.
He crept like 3-4 camps and then it was go time.
Yeah.
So, creeping maybe not too relevant.
Alright, we just got a new sub by Haha reingelegt for 7 months resub. Thank you. It's a riddle. How can you upload 44 supply in a Zeppelin?
Oh, that's cool.
You can think about it because we have another donation by G's. €5. Happy to see stuff live. Great YouTube channel, guys. Thank you very much. Of course, all the games will be uploaded to YouTube. That is a guarantee as soon as possible. We will upload them right after the day ends, and then hopefully the Chinese don't cut the energy here in this room. But it worked last time, so I think it should be the way this time as well.
Do Mountain Giants take 2 spots in a Zeppelin?
I think so, but I'm not sure.
Because if not, you can like use 6 Mountain Giants and a 2 supply unit.
Okay.
But other than that?
Haha reingelegt, if you're there, let us know.
Kodos take 2 slots, I think, in a Zeppelin.
Yeah. So that would be 16. If they can't eat a Mountain Giant, right?
No.
That would be sick. Okay. Map number 2 starts. Ancient Isle is the map. OrcWorker still without a win in this tournament. Check. Close to his rematch with So-In, who is waiting for him in the lower bracket final for the 2nd spot to the playoffs. This is what Korea is hoping for. We, of course, cheer for the Belarusian to finally make it and finally show his potential that he has. We saw it, how he defeated Foggy in this very matchup, but maybe Czech is aware and goes off from standard.
And he said himself he was hoping for Czech, this guy right here, to be meeting him in the low bracket. That's the matchup he feels more comfortable in. But what we just saw, that didn't look like comfortable at all.
Nope.
He has complained about the setup here before, how he's not used to it yet, and he's not playing his best on it. But come on, man, you have to step it up now. At least get that one map. At least that one.
Okay, in the bottom right, he starts Maxim Starovoykov from the Belarusian. And in the upper left, it is Czech from South Korea, as you said in the cast before. The guy who played the first televised Korean Warcraft 3 tournament back in 2003. That is 15 years of Warcraft almost. If he makes it to next year, obviously. So 14 years. Will he make it to the lower bracket final, though? OrcWorker maybe needs a bit more luck to feel confident again. Not a single claw for him just yet. Not the items that every orc is looking for. Maybe this time it's his time. Book of the Dead on this in this matchup, of course, not that great. It can be great if you use it on the map where no Wisp is available. But if you go into the main, there's just a Wisp, boom, detonate, Book of the Dead, gone. But I think the Wind of the Wind can be put to good use.
Yeah, Mana Stone, of course, also can be beautiful for the TC. But if the game goes like the first one, the TC won't even be too much of an issue. But alright, the deck has been reshuffled once again. OrcWorker, you can do much better. Don't get yourself down. Everything here is still possible, but you have to start performing right now and right here. Only one step away from being eliminated again in a disappointing performance again if Czech wins here. Something's going on weird with the Ancient of War creep here. The Archer took damage and had to run far away. Wonder what's going on there. Here we go. 100 coming in. Wisp scouting on the other side, seeing the Blade Master moving over. And come on, call of attack.
OrcWorker finishing this Ogre Magi does take quite a bit of time, but same goes for Check, who's hoping for Claws or Circlet himself, of course. OrcWorker a little faster with his Ogre. I wonder... Oh, Ring of Protection again, man. This is unbelievable. Circlet for Check. This is really good. And Tech will start soon for Check, I guess. OrcWorker once again with the 1 burrow tech.
It was a 2 burrow.
Oh, yeah, 1.5 burrow tech, I guess, since this one is not finished. But yeah, you're right. It's gonna be a few more grunts. It's of course very efficient as you can creep the berserkers really early on with grunts, but I think you can do it with 1 as well. So that's alright. And again, the method of every player against OrcWorker seems to be pressure.
Yeah, that seems to be the standard for Night Elves nowadays. Mostly, it seems. Finish your first camp and then run over, because you want to buy time for your Moonwells, which are still have not yet completed the wall off, with the 3rd one only coming in now. And as we compare the techs, Orc is a little bit ahead. Could be further ahead, but yeah, delaying his tech a little bit in favor of faster grunts. Gonna continue creeping here, getting closer towards his level 2. Demon with a double circlet, gonna reach level 2 himself here in a moment. Ancient of War for him is already out in the middle of the map. This is very predictable though, this Ancient of War positioning, and this should not be allowed to take place, this camp by the Orc.
Yeah, OrcWorker does a little bit of evasion creeping. He wants level 2 as soon as possible. Gets the circle this time from the shop, of course. But this is level 2 for him, and Check didn't find him, and Check couldn't do damage in the early stages of, on the way to tier 2 this time. So, he is revealing the Blade Master. That was quite lucky, almost out of range, but he caught him. And so OrcWorker turns around. He scouts the Engine of War now with the 2nd grunt that he has, and now he knows what's up. Will he pull the creeps? No, he won't.
Doesn't want to get purged here, I guess. The wall-off is almost complete with the Ancient of Wonders, but he can breach this with the AOW. Wonders, that is, only at half HP. Alright, and now floodgates are open. How much can he, how much does he want to commit to this pressure? 3 grunts here, but I think 2, I mean. But a 3rd one is on its way. And the Archer, he doesn't have a dust. He forgot about that
hurts.
dust. Oh.
Yeah. Maybe he didn't have the money for it, but that seems to be unusual, as you don't invest too much at that stage of the game. Check with 2 Wisp close to OrcWorker's base. I wonder if that's for some kind of strategy, but we don't see a Huntress Hall. This is definitely talents for him. Or he completely forgot about it, but I don't think so. Beastery and Lodge plus TC, very standard for OrcWorker. He needs a strong TC to turn this around.
Oh, staff being used by the Demon Hunter for the first time. We see the tier 2 cancellations happening. OrcWorker maybe didn't have that on his radar anymore, and this bestiary is absolutely going to fall. The Spirit Lodge though should be safe. He's blocking the way here with the Peon, something that we were praising him for earlier. But there's no saving this bestiary. He has to cancel, and now his lumber is looking pretty good, so he can set it up right away again.
Beastmaster's coming in. Pressure is rising with Quill Beast. And there's no bouncers at all. Where are they? I was praising him so high. He's one of the best to defend this tier 2, but not at all. It's falling apart. The Beastry has been killed the 2nd time. He has the lumber for it to rebuild it, but it's again a bad early game, bad early mid game.
I think that all had to do with the Ancient of War being next to the Knolls. Like, I don't know if it was intentional by Check, but with that being scouted, OrcWorker thought, alright, he wants to creep this, and I can't let this happen. With my 3 grunts, I'm strong enough to punish and not let him creep it. And then Check adjusted and goes for the counter pressure in the main. So that was pretty cool. Yeah. And yeah, the Bestiary, the Ensnares are gonna be very late. Beastmaster, thinking about it, but it's too late. Can't cancel it again.
So Engines of Wind are finishing, and tier 3 is halfway done already. The good thing for OrcWorker is that his Lodge is up, so we will have the spell against the Cyclone as soon as he needs it. But you also need control, you need crowd control, and that is Raider and Snare. And that is delayed for, I don't know, 2 minutes, 3 minutes. Gonna be harsh. Finally creeping some stuff at the Merchant, but Check is so aware.
No respect at all towards the Orc. He knows how far away Ensnare is. He knows how far he can push the limit of his heroes. One of the grunts here is low. There are no boots of speed on the demon though, so with the aura, the grunt should be able to walk away. TC though needs to be careful himself. And even if he doesn't find any kills, he keeps the Orc from creeping.
and buys time for Cyclone and more talents. That's exactly what you want. OrcWorker is supply stuck at the moment. Okay, now the burrow is finishing. Check on the other side. Of course, a big supply deficit that he has here, but that's normal until Cyclone is finished and he can use his 2 production buildings for talents. The Adept upgrade is only now started, so Master will be a little delayed.
He must have cancelled it halfway through. Didn't he have that started earlier?
I'm not too sure. I didn't see it.
Yeah.
But TC is still level 1.3, so OrcWorker needs this time desperately. Can't really fight with a level 1 TC against talents.
I don't think so either. Once again, the Demon moving and he's perhaps playing a little with fire here, but with the Tele Staff should be safe. And Lassek goes towards the Orc. Now he's surrounded. Oh, he can't staff out. Oh no, never mind. There's another staff. But this Beastmaster has finally bitten off more than he can chew and will die. He gets the trade here for 1 grunt, which is decent. But still, of course, better for him.
Indeed. The hero's gone, leveling is delayed, and the Hawk will not appear until, I don't know, 9 minutes 30 maybe. And more experience for the Belarusian, climbing up towards level 2, which is good. But yeah, not having the Hawk means way less map vision, and then of course you can't react that quickly. And those spots are usually designed to go to give it to the second hero, who will be back in a bit. And this is the upgrade that we're looking forward to. Mass Talon Cyclone, the old Magic Yang strategy. It's just a matter of time, and then everything will be spiraling up in the air. And OrcWorker make something work. I mean, he tried to steal the rat spot, which I think is a good idea.
Wisp coming in for a nice detonate
here. Mana Stone! Oh, for the very first time, he gets the best item at a spot.
Alright, TC gonna be very happy about that, but to make perfect use of it, he also wants to be level 3. And he's still pretty far away from this. Peon, by the way, saw the Night Elf army moving south. And now Czech gets to do quite a bit of creeping here himself. And with the flute, it's okay. 1 more damage, I guess, on the talent and a little more for the Quilbies. And the Berserker, of which we have now 1. 1 Moonwell here being destroyed by the Orc forces.
That's so big! Usually you want to have this 10 supply advantage that he has now, because Czech is stuck at 40 supply, OrcWorker can stay at 50 supply, so he doesn't have to break upkeep. That means he doesn't have to give up the income to, I don't know, the state, or to the continent, or to the gods of Warcraft, I don't know. So he gets full mining there.
Orgrimmar, yeah. Orgrimmar is the capital city. How could you not know? Right, level 3 for the Blade. TC getting closer. He has the Invul, he has the Scroll of Healing. But now Talon Master is done. But as you said, yeah, he's supply blocked. No Tinker at the moment.
Yeah, exactly. That's the second thing. He has a Berserker and quite a few talents. This spot would be great, and OrcWorker knows it, so he gives up 1 raid. Or actually, does he really want to fight this here?
That's going to be lining up for a perfect shockwave here if he goes for this around. So he gives it up. Raider is going to be set free.
Okay, pretty good for OrcWorker so far. Breaking upkeep now, 55 supply, as he knows that the Moonwell is finished and Czech is starting production. This timing is actually working out very well for OrcWorker so far.
Alright, but now the Tinker is here, Pocket Factory, smack bang in the middle. The Overseer will go towards the Orc. Is that his level 3? Not quite! He's a little bit away. Getting burned here as well. Only level 1 burn though. Has more shockwaves to use. Disenchant. Gets the TC back to safety. Blademaster is far away from the Night Elf side, not looking for any damage yet. And the Demon has the healing potion, but no Invul for Czech, and no heal scroll either.
We have a staff, yes. 1 staff only. Could go for more. Kills the ward here to get rid of the map vision. The thing is that the Demon Hunt is not level 3 and the TC is super close to 3. And then you can't burn him. You won't get level 3 here from this spot.
And the Mana Stone.
And the Mana Stone on top of things, exactly.
If you can use that in the fight and the Demon is not level 3. Whew, that is scary.
There's not too much on the right side of the map. I mean, he has to walk a lot to get to the Mercenary, then creep it. Wet of the Wind. Nice. No Dispel on the Night Elf army.
And if he uses it well against the staff, that can be game winning. Demon Hunter though will have the time to finally get his level 3. There is, by the way, no TP on the... Oh, never mind. He rebought it.
He sends a lot of raiders out again, and the raiders honor their name, and they raid the main base. Does he have pillage this time? Again, doesn't have it. wonder why, man. If you have the game plan to go for Raider attacks, then maybe you should go for Pillage, but Check is supply stuck again at 50. Can catch up, and OrcWorker's up at 64 already, so if there's a fight now, the Orc is the big favorite. Pendant of Energy! Nice as well.
OrcWorker is pulling out all the stops here. With the Raider, lame, some people would call it. He's getting a decent advantage here.
But to make this work, he also needs a great position in open space. For example, he can't fight on a choke like this. He can't fight to an entrance of the base, because otherwise the Raider will all be stuck and they can't break through to the talents. That's what they want. So you need to fight, like here would be the perfect position. They're far away. Engine Isles, it's like creeping in a circle and then wait for the final fight to happen. This is exactly what happens here now. Boots of Speed for the Tinker, not that bad, I guess. Free boots, always good. But he doesn't get level 3 on the Beastmaster. He does have level 3 on the Demon.
He's gonna get it here, I think. Oh, did he split that experience? I think he may have. But he's gonna take out the rest of the little camp here. That's gonna finally be his level 3. But in his main base, the Raiders are once again on the march forward. 69 supply for OrcWorker with a 20 supply advantage. And now it's gonna be base race time, it seems. Burrows against Moonwells, and well, I guess everything else. What's gonna die faster? First Burrows taken out, and the TP home will have to come. Is there gonna be a shockwave lined up? He's looking for it.
That's okay. Could have been better. But at least he got that one out for free. The mana is, of course, really high. 350. There, he's going for the Demon Hunter. That will not be the kill. Cyclone triggered. He wants to get rid of this Moonwell because it's a nice block for the Talon army. And then they have to retreat far inside the main base. But as I said, the Raiders, they need a better position. They can't do work at the moment. And now the Demon Hunter is really far outside. He's not answering them. Only now, going for the kill now with the Invul. Beast mode enabled. Shockwave behind it. Lock with the Ensnare. But losing one Raider, is it enough? Oh, I think there's no staff, right? If he continues this. He needs a few crits, though. Cyclone, Dispel, Critical Strike, and there we go! Demon Hunter goes down. This might be the first win for OrcWorker in GCS history if he's not overcommitting. Raiders seem to be dwindling here a bit.
Alright, TC's coming back to the ground, and there's no more mana burn to be worrying about. Greater mana use, or rather the mana stone, and there was a nice shockwave once again. Heal Scroll, however, counters it. OrcWorker repositioning, and so much of his army is not attacking at all. Big Scroll of Healing coming in for the Belarusian. There was a nice shockwave once again. Pocket Factory almost dead, but not quite. The heroes for the Night Elf are pretty healthy. The Talon's also in a fairly good position, and he might be able to hold this. Another big shockwave coming in, level 4 for the TC. He has one more shockwave, but everything is so low, especially all of these Raiders. OrcWorker may have to retreat here soon as he's losing units one by one at the moment. Another shockwave coming in, but somehow these Talons are all still left alive pretty much. And OrcWorker, he has to run even without the demon. Check is making the defense work, and can he now get the hero kill himself?
Unbelievable hold by Check. He surrounds him next to the Pocket Factory, which will not expire. He's trying to fight out, but there's more Cyclone where the first ones came from. I mean, Wind of the Wind being used now, but the damage is too high. He staffs out a few ones. He can't pop out the TC, and OrcWorker leaving the level 4.5 hero on the ground, and there's no Windwalk anymore. It's a double kill for Check. This is a disaster. He was so close to a win, but never fight into a Night Elf base. I mean, there was so much moon juice. The position was perfect. He was overcommitting so hard. And he is down to 35 supply. He lost half of his army. And Check is up at 50. 600 gold. He can cancel the Demon Hunter and just get him back from the tavern and end this game right here, right now.
An OrcWorker, like, from bad to worse. He doesn't have enough lumber now for the tavern revive. This is so painful. It seemed like it was his game for the taking. 20 supply advantage. Kills the demon. But it wasn't good enough.
He's even going... Yeah, he has the Hawk level 2 now, which is great against the walkers that are all hurt. And what can he do against this man? Nothing. He will just pick up one unit after another. In the meantime, split pushing into the base, waiting for the hero to return.
Oh, the demon. He's seeing all these raiders. Juicy, juicy. Or is this maybe a little too risky? But then again, there's no hero. So where's the damage?
He would love this to be Secret Valley where he can hide at the fountains maybe, but not in the pool. Demon Hunter level 3, not the highest Night Elf hero anymore because the Beastmaster and the Tinker, they were both there when so much stuff of OrcWorker died, placing a pocket factory here, hurting the burrows a bit, and now he finds the Raiders, the Fury Dragon MVP. I would love to have a kill counter on this guy.
And even using the second up. There we go. Gonna be an easy surround on this Walker. Another free kill. He's chasing the stragglers. More experience for him. Oh man, and OrcWorker now. What can he do?
Hide in his base. But he can't even heal his units because there's no hero. And he can't use heal selves. This is just a cleanup and checkmate for OrcWorker. We have the second Korean duel in the lower bracket final, and OrcWorker again eliminated without winning a single map at GCS Winter. The Belarusian will go home without prize money and without a map.
Finally, there was a spark of hope. I was like, yes! Finally, he's performing. He's winning this game.
Yeah, there was a spark, but Czech pulled the fire extinguisher and just killed any sign of hope. Unbelievable, man. Here we see him.
Heartbreaking.
Yeah, he doesn't seem to be happy, obviously. I think when we see him in 2 to 3 minutes, he will be smiling again, but this was really painful to watch. Yeah. I mean, yeah.
And it continues to be the case. Offline, he can't keep up with the online results. He's not the only one. There's other orcs who suffer from the same issue. Focus, maybe not to the same extent, but similar. Certainly. So, OrcWorker, unfortunately, still without map wins at GCS. He had such a strong showing in the first qualifier, surprising all of Europe.
Yeah.
But here in Shanghai, once again, falling short. And he's out. All right, we're down to 3 players. Well, I guess we're down to 2 players because OrcWorker's out, Fly's already through. Who's going to be the next one? Soin or Czech to decide.
Exactly. We will have 1 Chinese and 1 Korean in the playoffs. The question is, will it be 2 orcs? We have 6 orcs in this tournament, and if the first 2 already make it, I mean, 1 is eliminated now by OrcWorker, with OrcWorker, but 2 orcs in the playoffs would be a statement that this race is better than the 4th place in Race War suggests. But there's an old Night Elf staying against this. He has his daughter here, he has his wife here. A lot of good luck has been sent by them into his direction. Will it be enough against Soin? He's young, he's motivated, and he plays the best Warcraft of his career at the moment. Back to Warcraft, we'll cover this, of course, the last series of the day for the decision of the day. Who will follow Fly and who will follow OrcWorker? We're going to see that in a bit. Stay tuned, everybody.